My guest today is Frank Mank Loc, rap artist. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Proud Podcast. In our last episode, we talked about the structure and the board, but today we're talking about the why. As the founder, I built the Blue Panther curriculum for a specific reason, to give people a way out and a way up. I'm sitting here today with a man who has lived several lives in one, Frank Mank Loc. Frank, you've seen the darkest corners of the streets, and you felt the weight of the gang life. But today, you're using your voice and your music to build something different. People talk about changing, but you actually did the work. Before we talk about the kids, I want to ask, what was that one Blue Panther moment in your life where you realized you had to stop surviving and start prowling for a higher purpose?
I would have to say, when you got the right inspiration, like you said the blueprint. Y'all showed us that even when you go through your darkest time and had to do things sometimes you don't want to, but you had to do, and you can still come back from that.
That's right.
That's inspiration all in its own. And y'all gave that up.
Okay. All right. So, Frank, I've got the Proud curriculum. I've got the modules on leadership and ownership. But I know that for a kid in the neighborhood, a piece of paper, that doesn't really always mean much. They need to see a face they recognize. When you look at the kids we're trying to reach, why do you think they'll listen to you when they might tune out everyone else? How does your story bridge the gap to my vision?
I feel like I'm relatable to them because my kids keep me on game. Yeah, I got all ages, so they gonna let me know all the lingo. So yeah, I definitely interpret that into everything. Yes, sir. So definitely, and then when you tell them the truth, and then you can tell what you've been through, and then they can see that you're going through it. They know that they're not alone.
Man, yep, exactly. Okay. All right, my man. So when was it, Frank Mank Loc, that you realized your love for the art of music? And how has that changed your life?
Man, I'm going to say fell in love with music earlier. Because, church, we had to sing in the choir. So, Grandpa was playing. Shout out to Shay. Grandpa was playing. So we had to be there. Bible study, choir practice, food pantry, soup kitchens, everything. We was there. Right. And the music, it was part of our soul. Yeah.
All right. All right, Frank, we're finna get a little deep right now.
Cause
back in the day, when I gave an order, it was about the street. Now, when I give a directive through the Blue Panther curriculum, it's about ownership and workforce skills. You've seen me lead in both worlds. What is the one thing about my leadership style that hasn't changed? And why is that old school discipline exactly what these kids need today?
I would say you always led by example. Like, whenever we had any type of interaction, you never go through this. You showed me, or we did it together type. You know what I'm saying? So it was on, hands-on learning. Right. And then that comes with a lot of love and respect, because a lot of people don't care about you.
I know.
And we felt that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And that's definitely for sure.
Most definitely.
So listen, Frank, I feel a specific weight on my shoulder sometimes because I started that gang. Yes, I created a structure that led a lot of people down a dark path. That's why I'm so obsessed with the bylaws and the curriculum of the Blue Panthers. I'm overcorrecting for the past. Do you think the kids will respect this new pact more because they know the man who started it actually knows the cost of the street life?
I feel like they most definitely will, and the ones that don't respect anything.
Right, man. Yeah, that's pretty short and sweet. Because if you don't, if a guy that's walked in your path, down your shoes or whatever it may be, and you see him changing, like what you're doing right now with your music, you've changed your life. You know what I'm saying to you, you're doing something positive now. So you can't never say that oh, I'm doing wrong, so I might as well stay doing wrong because there's no chance for change when there's always a chance for change. Because as long as you're breathing, it's never too late. So I absolutely live by that. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, because there's so many things that I've done on the street as a kid, you know what I'm saying to you, and now that I realize and God has allowed me to be able to look back on my past mistakes and give me this opportunity to try to I won't be able to try to correct everything. You know what I'm saying to you? But I can start by, if I can save one kid's life from going down the same path that I went down, then I'm thinking the job that I'm doing right here with the Blue Panthers is a job well done.
Most definitely.
So Frank, tell me about your childhood and growing up as a gang member, and who were some of your influences?
Man. MUR. Man. Well, you know, I was always loved to be the older head because I love to learn. And most of the time, people on my age, they teach me a damn thing. So, and, you know what I'm saying? So even from when y'all used to tell me about the fam, from when way back, you know, I locked in, I paid attention. So I'm like, we could always be in the same class. Who's gonna listen more?
There you go.
I always make sure I listen more.
Yeah, who's paying attention? Because paying attention helps you survive.
Most definitely.
And I know from my life as a gang member, Neff, I started out in a gang at 8 years old.
Yes, sir.
And that first gang being what you just said, MURE. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about?
That was a gang. You know what I'm saying? We had your dad, we had Keithy Griffin, we had James Barnes, we had Anthony, Troy, Brian Griffith. You know, and so them was the guys that I was looking up to that helped me make it through my life on the streets of LA.
Yes,
If
sir.
I didn't have that knowledge from them growing up, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you right now today.
Facts.
But because I listened, what you just said, because I listened and paid attention, is what helped me make it through it.
Yes, sir.
That was a good answer. That was a good answer.